Hi Scorpio, welcome to Bear's Touch Intuitive. It is August 13th and I wasn't going to do a reading today. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, but I was called to do a reading, so I'm going to. Sunday is Archangel Michael's day, and I feel like really connected to Archangel Michael as like a entity. Sundays in general I like to take off, but as I said, today I felt called to do a reading, and I just wanted to put that out there about the Archangel Michael. He is, his name means he who is like God, and some people believe that, here's a card coming out, Prudence reversed. Some people believe that Archangel Michael is the ascended form of like Jesus Christ's incarnation. I'm not sure what you ascribe to or how that is related to the reading today, but like I said, you want to channel a message, that's what's coming in. So, oh my gosh, interesting. So we have 3 reverse cards coming out right off the bat. 838 might be important to somebody. We have the 8 of Pentacles reversed, the Empress reversed, and the 8 of Wands reversed. The Wild card, cool. I don't take that one out because, and then 3 is Virtue, and the Universe reversed. Interesting. Oh, okay. More sorrow. What is that? End result for Scorpio this Sunday. The Priestess. Okay. I'm just gonna draw these cards out and then we'll clarify with the tarot. Luxury. Adjustment keeps coming out in your readings. The 8 of Swords. So we have 888, 333. Cool. With futility reversed at the bottom of the deck. So you may have been feeling lately like whatever you're putting your mind to or your efforts towards is not working out. But that futility reversed on the bottom of the deck is indicating that whatever it is. Okay. Prudence, 8 of Pentacles reversed. I'm gonna look at the literal meanings of these cards, and then I'm gonna do the intuitive reading, and then we'll clarify with tarot. A little bit of a different read today. A little bit of a different Sunday. Evidence applied to material matters. So interesting. So it seems like something that came out in the readings recently was that, like, rather than using like your intellect or your rational mind, you're sort of in a space of like intuiting what it is that you need to do. I also think it's interesting that we have the 8 of Pentacles reversed and the 3 of Wands underneath that, and both are topped by the sign of the sun. Sun and Aries on this one, sun and I think that's a Virgo. The 8 of Pentacles. So you may be like sort of bumping heads with a Virgo or somebody who's like in a Virgo, like Virgo energy, just indicated by this Aries bumping heads. Like you're very creative, you're wanting to create something, and then this like could be telling you like that's not the wisest course of action, that's not prudent, and you're like, well, I have all this energy, I want to create, I want to pursue my creative like endeavors. First, is telling me womanhood, holding the lotus, wearing the belt of the zodiac, surrounded by her Venus birds, the pelican of self-surrender, and the heraldic white eagle of salt. That's so interesting. White eagle of salt. So Venus, this card's ruled by Venus. Venus is like the hottest planet. I don't know why that's coming through. But force this is this prudence reversed, or this person who's trying to impart that you be more prudent with whatever endeavor it is that you're undertaking, is like cooling their own heat. The white eagle of salt tells me, like, salt is a protector, like a spiritual protector, right? And then the eagle is freedom. And this person may be stuck in their own, like, self-imprisonment. They're in their Empress energy, but instead of, like, releasing their creative spark, they sort of take their time with this prudence, and it's almost like putting them in an energy of, like, I don't know why this is coming through either, but like when you cast a salt circle around, like, if you practice Wicca, or you know people who practice Wicca, and you cast like a salt circle, it's supposed to protect you and keep any negative entities out. And it's almost like this person has like created a space in which they're their own negative entity. And they're holding themselves back from their own freedom. We'll clarify this wild card with the tarot. The Eight of Wands reversed is telling me that it's down for you, but it's also allowing you to like have, I don't know why the universe reversed is coming out as clearer vision, because I feel like, but for some reason this is telling me like before you were maybe overwhelmed by like you had a lot of options or something, and now you're sort of like picking one, because she's threading the needle of this like uncoiling snake. There's the rays of vision from this like witness consciousness essentially, and this idea of threading the needle of the cosmic snake of like creation means that she has the power of the stars unfolding and creation in her hands. Like, she's been able to see through her like archetypal consciousness into like the web of creation, and she's using this like hook to like thread the needle, which is essentially the energy of just taking all of these possibilities and bringing them into like a coherent unification. So it's almost like your story has too many endings or like plot holes right now, and choose your own adventure is what I'm getting from this. Like, you're needing to be slowed down by this energy in order to like focus. We'll read the universe reverse also. Mercury and Sagittarius is this card. The universe. It's the center of the wheel of life, initiating the form of the tree of life, which is visible only to those of pure heart. On the lower part of the card is the late J.W.N. Sullivan's well-known map of the chemical elements, associated with the element of earth. So you might be dealing with an earth sign, or you might be able to look at Saturn in your chart and see what that means for you. Sorrow in this energy right here tells me you've recently dealt with a sorrow or accepted a sorrowful like situation in your life. Be like sort of swimming around in your heart, like all of this like smoke or toxic like energy. To me it feels like fleshy almost, like it's in your actual physical body. So you may be experiencing like a cleansing, clearing sort of time right now with this high priestess and Adjustment card. Whatever it is you're manifesting, Scorpio, or whatever it is you've been working on, like those things are coming to fruition. You just need to let yourself heal and accept that it may have come at the cost of this sorrow. And that adjustment, again, it's come up many times. It has to do with your thoughts. Swords are often about our thoughts, the way we perceive situations. Wands are about our creativity and our ability to be divinely inspired. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed, meaning whatever it is you've been working on may seem to you or to outside people to be like not practical in material reality, but you have this wild card. As the Four of Cups, which in this deck is called Luxury. The roughened surface of the sea on which the cups and the lotuses are balanced explains that an element of excess has entered into love. Interesting. So you may be or feeling like you're in rough seas at the moment, but these rough seas are like showing you, they're meant to show you where it is that you are balanced and where it is to focus your energy. You may be dealing with a Cancer or focused on a Cancer. I think that's what this adjustment is. You're basically like open to the ocean of creative consciousness, of cosmic creation, and you're a little bit overwhelmed by the possibilities here, and it's actually causing you a bit of sorrow, like, oh my god, what do I put my attention towards? But this energy of wondering like what it is you put your attention towards is like actually creating these choppy seas to put you exactly where you need to be. Kind of like that scene in Moana when like she asks the ocean for help when she's looking for Maui and she can't find him, and then the ocean comes and like just capsizes her boat and just strands her on a desert island, and Maui happens to be there. Okay, so that's what this is telling me, is like you're on the rough seas, but the rough seas is like it's the tower happening for you, not against you. Okay, why is this spread, we're just going to clarify this whole spread here for Scorpio. Why do we have the Prudence card opposed to Virtue here for Scorpio? I have the World reversed. Okay, so you have the World reversed twice in this deck. There's a cycle that you might be not wanting to close out. The King of Swords reversed, and it has to do with speak to yourself and how it is that you speak about yourself. You're having a hard time accepting that you've been unkind to yourself, and you have perhaps not been speaking very kindly about yourself, and maybe that is from this outside influence in the past, but these are clarifying this Virtue card, which is indicating that part of what is helping you embrace this virtuous energy is the ability to speak kindly about yourself and others. Justice reversed. Yeah, it has caused you lots of injustices, and I'm not saying that it's necessarily your fault. We learn to like think poorly about ourselves from other people, and even when you begin to think positively about yourself, it sometimes triggers the insecurities in other people, and it has other people who don't think positively about themselves like start to try to bring you down. So you're really being encouraged right now to think positively about yourself, talk positively about yourself, and to do so about others and your world. Yeah, Nine of Wands, and this is like going to help keep your defenses up. and they need to really be up right now, just regarding your thoughts and what kinds of inspirations you let in. Let them be from a place of healing this wound of your like internalized depression, oppression, whatever that comes from. This card wanted to come out. Okay, yeah, Page of Swords and the Six of Swords. So you're this Empress figure. The Page of Swords is swift messages coming in, cutting messages coming in. Somebody with a sharp tongue is what I'm getting, and you left this situation behind, or you're still in the midst of leaving this situation behind. Child, or your inner child. You're being really guided here to defend and give love to and nurture your inner child, literally just with your words. Okay, why is this wild card here for the Empress? Page of Cups reversed. The Star, which I can't show you. Yeah, we're dealing with an Aquarius. Page of Cups reversed. And Temperance. Okay. You have the Star and Temperance on top of this wild card. Clarifying the Empress. So what you don't see, and then you have a Page of Cups reversed. So what you don't see is that it's been working out for you lately in business. Someone may have given you an emotional offer that was not really your cup of tea. You have a desire. You have the ability to, like, I love that this Temperance card and the Star came out together, because they both have, with the Page of Cups, because they both have cups. Temperance has one foot in, one foot out, and the angel is like pouring water from one cup to another, and there's a path in the background that leads to the sun. And then the Star, card 17, is a woman pouring cups, one cup onto land, creating rivers, and another cup into water, like a waterfall, creating this lake. And it's almost like these cards are like reflections of each other. Why are Temperance and the Star here for Scorpio? This has come out a lot too, the Two of Wands reversed. It's reversed. Also coming out. Feeling that you're like hesitant to celebrate something that's right in front of you, because in the past maybe you celebrated too early, maybe you celebrated the wrong things, like you thought you had the world in your hands, but on paper, right? And then it wasn't like as fulfilling as you thought it was. And then you have the Star here. I'm gonna put this blue ice is what someone told me it was. I think maybe it's tourmaline. You have the Star here on top of Temperance, so you have some sort of like wish fulfillment either here or coming in that you don't see. This wild card, it's gonna come out of like nowhere, out of left field, and you're going to be like in a space of like, oh my gosh, this is my wish, but I thought I had a wish fulfillment before and it wasn't that, so maybe I shouldn't celebrate too quickly. And so you're going to be in this Temperance energy. And so like everything you were kind of dealing with regarding this, like having to overcome these self-doubts and stuff, was so that you could accept this Star energy, this like wish fulfillment. Because I feel like if it had happened before you dealt with this self-talk stuff, you would have had this situation occur again, this Two of Wands reversed, where like you became successful in something too quickly, or you achieved what you wanted, but it wasn't what you wanted. So instead you've gone through sort of the work, you've done the work before you even like knew what you were doing the work for, basically, and you have this like out of left field thing coming in. And the Four of Cups reversed, clarifying swiftness reversed. So you've been spending a long time thinking about like what emotionally fulfills you, because you've celebrated too early or found reasons why, like, even though you had what you wanted, maybe like you weren't happy. So you spent a lot of time in the past like thinking, or even currently thinking, about what actually emotionally fulfills you, and you're taking your time about it. And that's why the universe and swiftness are reversed here. You're really diving deep to figure out for you, like, what is it that I want? And then as soon as you figure this out, it's like Eight of Wands, upright, clarifying the Eight of Wands reversed with the Four of Cups and the universe reversed. And this Star card is like, boom, your wild card coming in. That's really cool. Thank you, Spirit. I'm glad we did a reading today. Okay. Why is sorrow here for Scorpio? What is this about? The Five of Swords has come out quite a lot in our readings lately also, and it literally means like disdain. Like, this guy disdains the people that he was working with. Like, he's like a master of the field is what the card, or what the card description says. And so he's really just like a badass at like sword fighting, and these two people behind him are feeling like dejected. It could be somebody who's like quick to speak without thinking about how it affects other people. Why is sorrow here with the Five of Swords for Scorpio? So we have a 3 and 5, well, Five of Swords. The Queen of Swords reversed. So in their truth, you may have been in a situation in the past where you weren't in your truth, indicated by this Two of Wands reversed. And maybe that had to do with some skill you developed that had you in your ego, or had you in this energy of like, didn't mean to say to people, or like viewing other people with disdain. I don't know, man. Sometimes we go through things that are like traumatic, and we deal with situations that make us just not ourselves. And that's what I'm getting from this Five of Wands and this Queen of Swords reversed over sorrow, is like you were just in your thoughts, using your words like harshly and unkindly, and that's part of why you're learning to use better self-talk. Maybe somebody else was using unkind words towards you, and that was where the disdain was coming from, and you learned to like internalize it with this sorrow, and you're learning now to like be in your truth and like cut out those like intrusive thoughts. Why are the Priestess and Adjustment here for Scorpio, please, Spirit? The Devil reversed. Okay, so you could have overcome some like addiction. You could be dealing with somebody who is in addiction. And I want to say that I love that the High Priestess in this deck, she has like a bow laid across her lap, and she has the universe stretched out like a net, with all the manifestations here at the bottom. Basically, whatever was like crossing you, or like whatever was difficult in your life, like whatever this devil was, romance or addiction, or you know, anything that like your fears, like whatever your devil is, it has caused this sorrow for you, but it's also given you this like High Priestess energy where you can manifest what it is that you desire. And I think that's part of where the sorrow is coming from, is just realizing like what it is that you went through to like get to this space of being able to like have this wish fulfillment. And just realizing that your manifestations, like, did come at a price. And I don't know, oh, the Hangman reverse came out. The Hangman reverse is indicating to me that, like, the karma you experienced was maybe not karma that you had accumulated on your own in this lifetime. It could have been, like, generational karma. Almost like you were cleaning up other people's messes, or trying to. And the Magician. Okay. The Magician, the Three of Pentacles reversed, the Fool, and the Seven of Cups reversed. Okay. Work. Whatever is said about you, whatever has been said about you, of manifestation to enjoy your luxuries and create your luxuries out of whatever difficulty, hardship comes your way. And this has come out a lot in your readings lately also. You're on a new journey. You've overcome this sorrow. And then generational karma, or like past life stuff, or even like you may be in a point in your life where your old life feels like a past life. Like you may feel entirely like a different person because of this like devil reverse energy with this Five of Swords behind you. High Priestess, clarifying the High Priestess with adjustment, the Fool, and the Seven of Cups reversed. So you made your choice, whatever that was. You've made your choice, and it has to do with like your own shadow work, or having done the shadow work to start a new journey. And this new journey involves like being in your intuitive High Priestess energy, involves your spirituality, involves bringing your spirituality into the 3D, which came up last week also, to bring about this luxury card. Why is luxury here for Scorpio? Why is luxury here? We're going to do one more clarification, I think, and then pull an oracle card. Why is luxury here for Scorpio? Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles. Interesting. You're being asked to hold on to what is yours, Scorpio. I feel like he doesn't usually have a very good connotation. I feel like the Four of Cups can also be like a little bit negative, but in this reading it's coming out like you haven't done that for yourself before. Like you haven't held on to your own, like kept things for your own. You've been so busy cleaning up other people's stuff for like so long that it's brought a lot of sorrow for you, and a lot of good karma, and a lot of really powerful tools. And it's time for you to like pour back into yourself to bring balance. The Chariot reversed. Yeah, there's been instability. Particularly perhaps related to a Cancer. Five of Cups reversed. And you're finding suddenly how to see I want to say how to see like the quality of your emotional fulfillment, what brings you quality emotional fulfillment. And it has to do with perhaps instability. Maybe you don't like the idea of like stability for its own sake. It was related to a marriage. Stability was related to a contract of some sort. And what I'm getting here is that specifically a spiritual contract. You may have a contract coming in, and it could bring balance to your personal situation, whatever that is, especially emotionally. You're being asked to hold on to your finances. Yeah. With this card, but you're being asked to let others work for you. I'm hearing work undone, let it work for you. So I think that's part of the High Priestess energy also, is like let go and let God kind of energy. Okay. So I'm going to pull one advice card for this reading today. I'm going to pull from the Shaman Oracle deck. Spirit, do you have any advice for Scorpio regarding this energy of like pouring back into oneself, of this wish fulfillment coming in, being kinder to the self, letting go and letting God? One of the things that's coming through for me is like when we're in our fight or flight instincts, like when you're worried about, say, where your next meal is going to come from, or how you're going to pay your bills, or how you're going to function and when your body's breaking down, it can be more of a challenge, right, to have that faith. Sometimes you need to actually like take things into your own hands to be able to feel that security, to even start to manifest thoughts that allow you to feel safe. That's coming through for me today. Okay. The mysticals, we have two. The mystical shaman and the arrow reversed. The arrow reversed. Receiving this symbol reminds you that when you are in alignment with your heart and soul, you are on target and will soon be hitting your mark. Be true to your calling, release attachments, and free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. Now is revealed to be a moment of contact in which your intention meets the material world. The arrow also symbolizes the need to set your creativity free. So the medicine is what comes out when these cards are reversed. This is a time to admit that by continuing on the path you are on, you might be shooting yourself in the foot. Could it be that you have become so attached to winning this game that you've missed the true mark? What if your arrow was never meant to land where you wanted it? Now is the time to regroup and ask yourself if what you desire is really worth your energy. This is a sign that something better is waiting. Consider the wisdom is not getting what you want. Suffering in this case is a pathway to heal the parts of you that feel unworthy, the parts that worry there isn't enough. Make peace with those voices. What is truly yours will be waiting for you. So this card is indicating to me that, those voices, that insecurity you may have been having, or things you might have been telling yourself, warping your ability to see what's possible for you. And What was the other thing that came through there? Something else. Is a pathway to heal the parts of you that feel unworthy. So that came through in the reading here. Like, there's a part of you that felt like it wasn't worthy of getting this like wish fulfillment, and you've been working on treating yourself more kindly in order to accept this wish fulfillment into your life. The essence of the mystical shaman, card 38. You might be 38 years old. This is the symbol of the myth maker and storyteller who is neither made or of nor defined by the story. Instead, he observes it, evolves through it, perceives all aspects of it. In so doing, the mystical shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. He dances between worlds, wearing the cloak of the world loosely around his shoulders, and sings the world into being. He reminds us to be in the world and travel through it, but not to be defined by it or become too attached to the experience. This is the symbol of true alchemy, for all elements of life have a spiritual aspect and a material one. When we remember this, all manner of miracles and manifestations are possible. You are being asked to live without attachment and called to create a dream for your life, and to act on divine inspiration and impulse without fixating on a known story of success or achievement. Yeah, so you're being asked to have some major radical faith right now, because the story that you've been telling yourself about yourself is changing. And the things you've been told by the people outside of you about who you are, that's changing. You're rewriting your story, and you're doing so in a way that like acknowledges that the spiritual realm and the emotional realm influence the material, and you can like, if your material realm is not like reflecting, or if it is reflecting your spiritual realm, like, you know, to do the spiritual work to help influence the material. All right, thank you everyone for being here today. Lovely, awesome reading. Love y'all. Happy Sunday. Love and light. Bye.